Good morning. This is the second in a series of short videos on the topic of communication and conflict resolution. And I said in my first video that we were going to be covering material from a book called Crucial Conversations. So let's do that right away. First of all, what is a crucial conversation? A crucial conversation is one in which the stakes are high, in which opinions vary, and in which emotions start to run strong. So let me give you a little bit of an example of a crucial conversation. Many years ago, Gail and I and the children used to go on family holidays to the coast. And one year we decided to invite my parents to come along with us because we wanted them to share the experience. And as time went on, we realized that it wasn't really working out for us. It was quite cumbersome and difficult catering for everybody's needs and making decisions. But we also found, more importantly, that we couldn't spend the same quality time together with our children. And it wasn't as if we don't spend time with my parents back home. We would spend time every weekend with them. And often we would take short trips to Inyanga or to Kariba. So Gail and I made this decision that from then onwards, family holidays would be simply for the nuclear family. But we didn't communicate that with my parents. Fast forward now to several months before the April holidays. We're busy having family lunch together on a Sunday. My dad turns to us and he says, "So when are we going on our family holiday this year and where are we going to go?" And of course, right there and then, we were about to embark on a crucial conversation. The stakes were high because we didn't want to hurt and damage our relationship with our parents. We loved the fact that they gave input to our children. We didn't just necessarily want to be going on family holidays with them. We also knew that opinions were going to vary, and in all likelihood, emotions were going to run strong as well. So, how do we handle these crucial conversations? I'd like you just for a moment to look back over your own life and see how you've handled them. Because I think generally there are three different options open to us. The first option is that we resort to silence. We don't communicate, we don't talk about the problem that we have or the issue, so we resort to silence. But what often happens with that is that we still want to communicate. And so we end up doing it in a passive-aggressive way. For example, maybe a child keeps forgetting to wash the dishes. So the mother decides to get the message across by doing the dishes herself, but with a bad attitude, sulking, making a loud noise, banging the cutlery and the crockery together. And the problem with that is that the kid often doesn't know what they've done wrong. So that's the first way that we can do it. We just retreat into silence and we don't face up to the issue. The second one is that we face up to the issue, but we don't handle it well. And I'm sure that's happened many times. I know it's happened to me. Usually because we resort to violence. We start forcing our own opinions and our own feelings and our own ideas, maybe with a raised voice. Maybe we start pointing with our fingers. We don't listen and seek to understand the other person's perspective. So that's the second way. And then the third way is when we face up to the issue, we talk about it and we handle it well. But how often, when it counts the most, do we do our worst? We need to try and figure out how to sort this out, how to sort this problem out. And the first way to do that is simply to understand why we often do our worst. The first reason why we often do our worst is because of design. When we're under pressure, when we're feeling stuck, when our emotions are starting to run high, we have a physical reaction where our body releases adrenaline into our bloodstream. And this is a very ancient reaction which was enabling us, when we were under threat or under danger, to either fight or to run away. You know, that typical fight or flight reaction. The problem with that is that when the adrenaline is coursing through our bloodstream, it is taking blood away from our brain, sending it to other essential organs so that we can either fight or flight, and we don't do our best thinking. And it's at times like these when we really do need to use our mind, we need to think rather than relying on other reactions. The other reason why we don't handle it so well is that we've often either learnt or developed over time bad behaviors of communication. Take, for example, a family where the parents will never talk to each other about things that are close to their heart or that is causing problems in the family. They just retreat into silence and they act it out. Well, then the chances are the children will learn how to do it in the same way. Or there's other occasions where maybe the father just constantly bottles up what he's feeling, and then suddenly he just erupts into violence and he blows his top and he shouts and screams at everybody. And then children can often learn how to do that. And then also, as time goes on, we just develop the wrong ways of doing things. So what is the key? And this is what we're going to learn about in the next video, the next short video. What is the key to handling crucial conversations? Well, I hope this has been of some use to you, and it's been good spending time with you, and we look forward to seeing you again in the next video. Goodbye for now.